Welcome to the Weekly Dog Sportsman Podcast Show. It's your boy Michael Scott, the man Russian.
And I'm Salim, the man Tapestry.
And we got our homie New Jack with us via the Hardwire New Jack.
Small world.
Yo, what you switch up to?
What you switch up to, B?
My name Elroy PW.
Ooh, shout out to
Elroy.
Hey, shout out to Elroy PW right here.
Elroy.
On the Hardwire.
Yeah, we on the Hardwire with Elroy PW. Y'all know what it is. Hey, y'all know what it is,
My
Joe.
dog, he died last week, man. That was my boy.
So you gotta show him some love.
Yeah, man, my dog.
You gotta
So I
show
had
him.
to switch my name up, but it ain't do me no good. I might have to go back. Shit.
Hey, low key, that's a good ass respect right there. I messed that completely, man. Hey, condolences to your dog. That's love, bro.
Man, dude, that was my best friend, man. He was 11 years old.
He was 11.
Yeah, man.
You wanna talk about it?
No, I'm cool now, you know. It's my buddy. He gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, but hey, you know, it's all love, you know. Sometimes, hey, we as black men, and not to get off track, I know y'all, it's the Weekly Dog Sportsman Podcast Show, but not to get off track, but sometimes as black men, you know, y'all gotta understand that talking and venting out is therapy. And
Absolutely.
one thing that we honestly do, you know what I mean, is like talk and listen to each other. And sometimes that makes shit better. You know what I mean? That makes shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
agree.
You feel me?
Let's go.
So you know,
what you mean.
I love to hear the story of Elroy, and you know what I mean, and why you feel like, you know, like man, you know, it was a big change. It's a small change, cause you know you the big dog in the dark room. You know, it's a lot of dogs, but you the big dog in the dark room.
Man.
So for you to change your name in a dark room poker club, it's a sentimental value. So just get into it a little bit. So let's show Elroy some love. So get into it a little bit.
Man, that was my best friend. Look, man, look. Just you know, while we touching on it, you know, like you said, we sometimes gotta talk about our stuff and, you know, get it out there and everything. But you know, white people, they're a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They were sending me flowers and cards. Edible arrangements and shit.
Yeah.
The whole funeral.
Oh man, they get
Hey, so Elroy,
Elroy, you see him? Yeah, you know, we love the animals out here, so you know we love the animals.
Shout out to the dogs out there.
Man,
And
you
the
know,
cats.
11 years, man. It was tough. Man.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that, though, y'all, for real. So, yeah, I changed my name in the groom, you know, in the group, in the poker room, to just honor him. That was my guy.
Okay, well, that's love, bro. Well, while we talking about the Dark Room Poker Club, for y'all that's out here, y'all been rocking with us in the metaverse, y'all know we do poker on Wednesdays and on Sundays.
Yes, sir.
And we're in the Dark Room Poker Club. And man, Joe, you know, since we did the episode, we done had probably about 10 people, maybe close to 10 people join.
Absolutely.
Shout out to those people.
Join the movement in the dark room. So,
Thanks for that, man. Appreciate it.
hey, you know, we trying hard, Joe, because at the end of the day, it's the metaverse. A lot of our people ain't really up to the space age, so this whole show is really about ushering. You know, when you went to church and you had an usher, me and E like y'all usher. You know what I mean? So we ushering y'all to the space age. And this brother,
That's why you see me over here in the spaceship.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's why
He's
it's
flying.
spaceship.
Now, see, you got man.
Hey, because the name of this segment is I Heart Hoops at the end of the day. We gonna get into the hoops though, because we all love hoops. You feel me? But at the same time, we gotta talk about this poker club though, because the Dark Room Poker Club, the Dark Room Poker Club been taking over. If y'all don't know, you know now.
You know now.
The links is down below. They in the comment section and they in the comment section. So when you come across this media, y'all gonna see the links. If y'all want to be a part of a poker club that's really pokering, you know what I'm saying, join the dark room. But but to get to it though, top 5, yo. I gotta get your top 5. That's been about a month since we did the last episode, close to 4 weeks. Top 5, yo. Who your top 5 players in the dark room right now?
Since the last time we met, my top 5 gotta, I gotta put you in there, Mako, at the number 1 spot. Not only for plugging the dark room and sending players, but for your play. You've been cracking them. You know what I'm saying? You had a couple games in a row, you was running away with the pots. So shout out to you. I'm definitely putting you at the top of the list.
Yeah.
Number two, I'm gonna put the man Pocket Change. His game been speaking for itself.
Pocket Change.
Shout out to Pocket Change. Shout out to Pocket Change, man.
Too, you know what I'm saying? Third, I would have to put. You know what? I really gotta show some love to certain players that play all the time, like my man Frankie Salinas.
Yeah, Frankie.
Shout out to Frankie Salim.
You know what I'm saying? Frankie being there, doing his thing all the time. Even Beasky, my man Beasky. Even though
Beasky been holding it down.
Yeah, right now he in there. Oh, he got out of there. He got up out of there. He took all E-Jilla money and left.
Oh, E-Jilla, you let Beasky get out.
Buster. He a buster. Nah, I take him out of the top 5 now.
He left him out there with the money, or he didn't stay long.
Yeah. Even like Dow Jones, who you sent, he be playing all the time.
Yeah.
I just like those that, are regulars. So
Yes,
if you're a regular and, you know what I'm saying, you come to the game, then I certainly appreciate it at the end of the day, is what it boils down to. And y'all been pivotal in helping us, get new players and stuff. So we definitely appreciate it. And, to round out the top 5, let's see who I will put in there. Maybe you mad, bro.
You mad? You mad in there? Shout out you mad, bro.
Top 5.
Guys like you mad, bro, and Frankie and Beasky and you and Pocket Change, guys that play all the time. E-Jilla, those are the guys that I want to, shout out.
Yeah, okay. Hey, I ain't gonna knock it. You the captain of this shit. You know what I mean? You holding it down. I love just being a part of it. I know I've been doing my thing, and my whole goal was to reach that motherfucking top 5. So I'm glad I'm up there, bro.
You're number 1 right now.
You hear that, America?
Yeah.
Small world just said Michael Scott, the Man Russian, is number 1 in the dark room. So that's all my love, man.
Like I said, not only for referring players and playing all the time, but for your play. Because your play lately been on point.
We got
We gotta see us in that. Hey, they think you just said that. They think you just said that, Elroy, because I be promoting the lick. They think you just said that, but no, Joe. I be playing some poker.
We chance the reality.
You can show real numbers. The stats don't lie. You been picking a bag up out of there. At the end of the day, that's the best part about this. You can go back on there and see what you want and what you lost. Numbers don't lie, only salespeople.
Hell yeah.
Hey, shout out to the dark room, man.
Shout out to the dark room.
The dark room is so loved, bro. Like we got some integrity in the dark room. There's some integrity in the dark room.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The best poker table you gonna be across in America, and I'm a dealer. So I know for a fact.
Hey, you know I'm a dealer. I deal that balance.
Exactly. So I'm gonna keep it how it is. If y'all wanna have a good time, have fun, and get an opportunity to make some good money and go home and pay your bills, come to the dark room. What's somebody lose that motherfucker?
Dancing in your videos. We gotta go back. We gotta go back to that. Oh yeah, we ready. We
I have lost you for a second.
Yeah.
It's all love.
Your video's still off, but we.
Hey, please make sure like, subscribe, share, comment, follow.
Okay, you back? That shit back.
This small world right here. This small world, my man Allen, man. We've been doing this since forever, man. what we do is we kick it with real foundation out here. It's a real foundation out here. It's all love. It's real brothers out here. We don't play no games out here. People really trying to collaborate. This is a collaborate that made sense from the beginning. And everybody can understand that. So
yeah, shout out to the universe. Put us together. But hey, let's get into it, Adam. We talked about the dark room. We talked about Elroy. But man, while you're here, I Heart Hoops, baby. I Heart Hoops, baby.
Hey, let's go.
We love this basketball shit, Joe. Hey, man, not only we got the poker room, but we got the survival shit going on. We ain't gonna get into that too much.
No,
let's just talk about, Joe, the basketball, man. In general, college, Joe. Let's start with ladies first. You know what I'm saying? Ladies first.
Ladies first.
I want to say, look, at my job, I'm gonna kick it off like this with you, bro, and I'm gonna let you go. At my job, they gave me LSU. So if LSU make it to the Sweet 16, I get a prize. And if they get put out, you know what I'm saying, they give me a prize right away. But the farther they make it, the better the prize get at my job. So I'm tied to LSU. So my question to you is, on the women's bracket, right?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get 4. It's college basketball. You need 4. I need Final 4 women's. You know the brackets.
You know what? I filled out a women's bracket today. I had got in a bracket with the women, and I can't pull it up because I'm playing in the dark room on my tablet right here. Okay. But I did have. I want to say, without looking at it, I want to say I had like LSU, Notre Dame, maybe UCLA, and South Carolina. And I had LSU playing South Carolina in the chip, and I think I had South Carolina winning it.
Okay. Man, so you like South Carolina to do it, huh? You looked at their bracket, you looked at everybody that had to play. What about USC?
Exactly, that's what we on.
I like USC, but I don't think that they will make it to the Final Four. I think one of those teams stops them. I think I had UConn in the Final Four, maybe too.
So USC got to play UConn to get to the Final Four?
I think so. They would meet. Like I said, without pulling up the bracket.
Facts.
The bracket.
Okay.
But
no, you're right though. USC got to play UConn.
I just don't think the rest of her team that they get there. I really like Notre Dame. I really like, when you get in the tournament, I start to go with the coaches. I'm going with Gino. I'm going with Kim Mulkey. I'm going with Dawn. I'm going with the coaches when you start getting in the tournament.
Ooh, facts.
Hey, so we giving y'all jewels, Joe. Why are we not nominated for a 3-1-2 Luch? Well, hey, we giving y'all jewels. There you go. Yeah, all right, they're not ready for that. But there we go. Well, that's the women's bracket. Now let's get to the men's. The one and dones. How you feel about Duke? I'm going to just start with Duke because, we all love Duke. Coach K, how you feel about Duke? Is they legit? What you think?
I do think Duke is legit. Of course, it depends on Cooper. Is he healthy or not? They say he's going to play in the tournament. Hopefully that first game they can get up big and maybe he can get some rest. And then when they really need him down the stretch, I think he's the for sure number 1 overall pick, no matter what.
Damn, you think, wait, America, you see him? He say Cooper Flag is for sure the number 1 pick. Hello.
I think so. I don't see anybody passing him up.
No.
Maybe they're I'm not gonna take that.
I don't. There's no one else I know of that I think is a little closer to do from Auburn. Who are you talking about?
Hey, it's a couple guys out there that I put on a list. It's a couple of guys that's not even dude they got. It's a dude on this team. That's from the Sudan team. That's really better than Cooper Cup.
I still think Cooper Flag's the number 1 pick.
Number 1 overall?
I do.
Okay. I ain't gonna argue with it. You know what I mean? You don't feel your opinion. I like Coop.
So we got the number 1 pick and everything, and that's cool. But what is your aspect on this year as far as the NCAA? It's March Madness. It's March Madness right here. What teams are what teams?
Yeah, what's your final four?
What
Go
are
ahead.
the teams? I want the teams.
I like Duke.
Okay.
I like Auburn.
Okay.
I like Florida.
Okay.
And then in that bottom right, I had a couple different teams coming out of there. I had maybe Tennessee coming out of there in one.
Okay.
I had Alabama coming out of there in another one. So, but I did definitely like Auburn, Duke, Florida, and
Auburn,
like I
Duke,
said,
Florida.
Tennessee or Alabama at that bottom side.
Okay.
Without looking at it.
And they say Florida. They say Florida is like the best team out here right now. I ain't really watched Florida. I ain't gonna be lying to you.
Yeah,
I don't watch college sports.
Big Florida's the favorite.
They say they're the favorite,
I
right?
do like
We don't speak about St. John's. You sleep on the Big East?
I like St. John's to make a run. I don't know if they can win the whole thing. I do like them to make a run.
Oh, you come. St. John's got. Let me tell y'all about St. John's, America. Give me a second, Adam. Let me tell you about St. John's, right? St. John's. Rick Pitino.
Absolutely.
He been coaching college basketball for as long as Stuart Scott been going. So, as you know, America, like he say, America. I'm in love with college basketball because late night I had Stuart Scott and Dick Vitale. So these are the guys that cut me on. And Pitino, Kentucky, that was a staple in the old school ESPN college format. That was part of the algorithm. Back in the day, we had algorithm too, and that's what it was. But he like a million years old, and he in St. John's. And let me tell y'all about St. John's build. St. John's got a build of a team. They point guard 6'4". How tall they point guard? Like 6'4", 6'5"?
No, they're all big. You know Pitino can recruit. You know he's gonna go out and get them guys.
And the cool thing about him recruiting, right? Like he adapted to the NIL. Shout out to NIL and them paying college basketball players. Cause now Rick Pitino,
for real.
he don't even recruit high school players. He just recruit college players. So he's showing all these guys before he retire the new format on how it's done. Because John Calipari, trust me, John Calipari, he made a living off the Rick Pitino system. The one that does, he mastered the system, took it to UConn, took it to UMass, took it to Kentucky, took it everywhere. Yeah. Now he in Arizona with it. He still got the old school format, the one and done format, the best blue chip format. But the person who really started it all, Slick Rick Pitino, oh, he in St. John's in New York. He a New Yorker. And he in the subway, and I got them making it to the Final Four, bro.
Yeah, they can. I wouldn't see. I mean, they're a 2 seed. I wouldn't see them not being able to do it. I mean, but you know, Pitino, he's been paying players. It's just legal to do it.
Yes,
you
yes.
Know what I mean?
NIL is legal.
But I got my eye on a second round matchup. If Arkansas can get past Kansas, then Calipari and Pitino will face off in the second round.
That's the 32 of the 16.
That's a matchup to watch.
That's the 32 of the 16.
I want to say
it's the 16, right?
I want to say it's the 32, maybe.
I think it's the 16.
That's who? Arkansas who?
Arkansas St. John's.
This will be their second game. I think you'd be to go to the Sweet 16.
Oh, shit. So it might be the 32. Okay. It might be 32. So that's the matchup to wait. So that's like, so Saturday we got a bunch of games, and then Sunday we got a bunch of games. So that's a Sunday game.
So, well, it depends. I don't know if they play tomorrow or Friday.
They definitely gonna make it. You know what I mean? It's gonna be.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Arkansas gets past Kansas. You know, you're talking Calipari, Bill Self. Right there, right out the gate.
Right out the gate. I like Calipari because, like, this is one thing about Kansas, right? Bill Self, he used to coach Illinois. He used to coach Atlanta. He coached Illinois. He left Illinois to coach Kansas. And he had a bunch of amazing players from Kansas. And he recruited well out of Illinois. He recruited Sean. He recruited motherfucker, what's our homie name from Crane? He went to Crane and he went to Kansas and he played football. Sharon Collins. That's why I like Calipari. He recruited Sharon Collins. He played football and basketball at Crane. Yeah, you already know. You know. Self. But Self, like, that's why I rock with Self. Because even when he left.
I'm talking Calipari, my bad, not Self.
Yeah, I know. We're talking about Bill Self, though, in Kansas. So, like, but his demeanor and how he operated, it didn't translate to the NIL. Like, Self used to do things a certain way, and I think Calipari kind of like, he made that phone call to Rick Pitino, and he like, you know what, I'm going to chill in Arkansas, and I'm going to do things my way. And I think really, if I look at Arkansas roster, and I look at their age, and I look at Kansas roster, I look at their age, and they players, that's why I feel like Arkansas going to really get past Kansas, just because of the coach. Bill Self, Calipari, I like Calipari in that spot.
See, he about coaches. He about coaches, you know, and that's why
I love the coaches.
That's what I love about the Final Four, because everybody had their own, like, you could never watch college basketball and still predict what's gonna happen. But I gotta show you love about it before we go. Because we're about the college situation and stuff like here, but we're gonna.
One thing for sure, it's always gonna be exciting.
Yes, sir. We're gonna cut it down, and I gotta show you love, man, because you got the survival college, sports betting college situation going on where we pick a team, and I love this. I love this segment. I love how you do this situation. I want to give a little bit about that input because next year we need more people involved in this. I'm telling you.
We definitely gonna get more people involved in the survival.
Give us some input about your the survival college basketball college game versus the March Madness. What's the difference?
The college survivor pool is similar to a NFL survivor. So the way it works is you pick a team every day that there's a game, and if that team wins, then you advance to the next round. You'll advance to the next day. If they lose, you're out. But you can't use the same team twice. So, for instance, if tomorrow you took Tennessee, you can't use Tennessee anymore. So if you get to later rounds and you don't have any teams left to pick, you're automatically eliminated by not having enough teams.
Man, that's a mathematical situation I had. If you don't know, man,
it's real fun. It's real fun.
Good with the game.
It gets crazy, and we pay out first and second place. So first place usually gets about 1,000. Second place usually about 500, right around there.
There you go. So look, survival pool. Y'all know, we taking this shit over, Joe. We with Small World. We with motherfucker. Elroy in the dark room. We taking this shit over by storm.
So I'm up here now at the space station. They had to send me up here to get those astronauts.
Yeah.
I sent them home, and now I'm up here chilling. Just, I'll be back. I'll be in a few weeks.
Yeah, he'll be back in a few weeks. Y'all see him in the space station. He'll be back on Earth.
See where he at right now. He in future right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He up there.
He grabbing that energy for us. To get that energy. Hey, bring some more energy back to us. You know what I'm saying? I say a lot of energy behind you. Can you make sure you bring some of that to us, please? We need all that in us.
We need all that. Hey, though, before we let you go, we didn't have you for a minute. I know we done went through a bunch of shit, Joe. I know. I love you. Hey. Yeah, we gotta go to the NBA. We gotta go to the NBA. We hard hoops.
Small world.
We hard hoops.
Small world. We not taking no breaks, I guess. He not paying no bills.
He not paying no bills.
Hold
on. We gotta pay the bills, Joe. Small world. Don't go nowhere, Joe. We
subscribe,
X,
share.
yo.
Hey, like,
You
subscribe.
ready? You ready?
Share.
Like, subscribe, share. Y'all see what we on. You got a homie in the spaceship. He represents that Chicago. It's our
In the future, in the future.
Yeah.